Good afternoon, everybody. Cam Biker here, taking the bike out for a spin on a Saturday afternoon in the heat. And blimey, it is heat as well. It's probably a while before I upload this because I've got quite a backlog to get through, but it's mid-May, just past mid-May, about the 18th or 19th or something, I'm not quite sure which. And in places, it's the first time ever where I've thought it was verging on unbearable on the heat whilst on the bike. I've got my vents open, I've got a little bit of my sleeve open. I don't like it going too wide open. I can take that zip right to my elbow, but it starts to flap about all over the place. And I've only got a t-shirt on under my jacket, but the heat is crazy. It's not like it used to be in Yorkshire, I tell you. Anyway, I'm out just having a ride, as you can see, down some little lanes. And every time I get to a junction, I have a look down the other one and think, I wonder what's down there. Which has got me to set myself a challenge. I've mentioned it a couple of times and I've decided I'm definitely going to do it now. I'm going to try and visit every lane, or ride every lane in East Yorkshire. I'll probably do a bit of North Yorkshire as well, because there's some really nice ones. But I am starting to understand the scale of it. I don't know if that counts. I think that's just going down to somebody's house. I'm not sure what should count. I'll give me your feedback in the comments. But I think certainly every road like this, these little narrow, twisty country lanes that take you to places that you wouldn't normally go, where there are a lot of insects that I keep getting hit by, and I have to keep checking the camera to see if I've got a big fly across the lens or anything. I did that the other day. But yeah, certainly things like this, probably things a little bit wider. I'm not sure if roads with a white line down the middle count or not. I mean, a lot of them got a white line like this one. I'm sure this one is going to have a white line at the end to guide people around. Not that anyone's going to use that one. And then it goes, as I thought. And it's got a green line down the middle instead. So this one definitely counts as well. I think ones with a white line down the middle might count, but perhaps not if they're definitely not an A road, and maybe larger B roads as well. I wonder, do gravel roads count? Do mud roads count? I shall work that out as I go along, and give me your feedback on what you think should and shouldn't count. Not that it really matters, it's just a silly little personal challenge to myself. But whilst doing it, I'm finding places and sites that I've never seen before, which hopefully is well, it's certainly interesting for me. Hopefully I've found some places that are interesting for you as well. I've certainly found a few curiosities on the map just by scanning around at where these lanes are, and there's certainly a few curiosities that I want to do a bit more reading about, and then potentially come and see and take a video of. I'm going that way because Calimoto's telling me to, but you know, I'm looking at these lanes as well and thinking, do these count? I can see from the map that that one's a dead end, so probably not. Probably dead ends aren't worth going down unless they're quite a few miles long and there's something to see at the end of them. Certainly all the ones that link up I want to do. But it's showing me a few places, as I say, that I've never seen before. I think that one's another one that's a dead end, so probably not on the list. No, it's public bridleway, in fact. There's a Shire cafe down there. Certainly, yeah, it's shown me a few places that I've not seen before, and it certainly gets you away from the crowds, doesn't it? I mean, I'm just not seeing any other traffic. What I am seeing is lots and lots of lovely countryside. Pretty. The reason I said I'm going to follow Calimoto is that Calimoto's got this interesting thing. I can plan a route turn by turn and go exactly where I want to go, so I can pick out those lanes and then make sure I go and ride the right ones. Well, as far as my capacity for following Calimoto goes, anyway. I often get that wrong. I've gone wrong a few times today already. But it also remembers the routes that you've done, and you can pop them on the map when you're actually looking at maps, so you can overlay where you've been. And I'm thinking that might be the good way of seeing which of these routes have I ridden and which haven't I. and then once there's no lanes left without a little bit of colour over the top from the overlay, I'll have done the lot. It's probably an entirely pointless challenge, but then most of the stuff I do is entirely pointless, so I don't think that's any good reason to not do it. Anyway, let me know what you think in them there comments. Gotta be careful with some of these roads. Some of them are, these lanes are really beautiful tarmac because they're not used very much, I guess. Whereas others are a series of loosely connected potholes, and some are just gravel or dirt. Certainly some that you can fly along at the speed limit, which crazily enough on these roads is 60, when some of the roads that are twice as wide or 3 times as wide that connect to these roads are 40 and 50 because of the council's weird desire to slow everybody down. I don't think I could do this one at 60 somehow. I don't think it'd be very safe with all these blind bends. Anyway, as I say, let me know what you think. And a little bridge. Oh, it's going gravelly. Let's off-road. I'm going to see what I find. Fascinating. Certainly fascinating to come around these places and see things you've never seen before. I might have I don't know, I might have reached a lane that even Graham wouldn't follow. It's Graham who's got me into this in the first place, really. Taking us for a little slow ride when he didn't have the NT, between the Africa Twin and the NT, and he took us out with him on the monkey bike and me on this, and we just went down these kind of little narrow roads, and something about the solitude that you get from it just really appeals. Anyway, I'll shut up now, I've wittered on long enough. Thanks for watching, everyone. Ride safe from this lovely bit of countryside. Talk to you next time.